Hello Exiles, Betta here with my next build I'm working on, which is a strength stacking Zombiemancer. The idea behind making this build is to not only be tanky, but to be able to deliver huge damage with our zombies. Once the build becomes stable and I'm satisfied, I'll release a full guide on it, but until then I'll be releasing update videos just like this one to keep you informed on my progress. Secondly, I'd also like to just add that I will be trying to bring back the Aura Stacking Necromancer build I made last league, so this will be the perfect mule for me to get there, I'm pretty sure. Right, I'm going to show you how I leveled from Act 1 until the end of Act 5, where I am at now, and have the path of building linked down below in the description for you guys to see each act. So, starting off from Act 1, I started off by using Freezing Pulse, which was linked to Onslaught, and I think that was about it until I got to level 4, and then I started using Summon Raging Spirit. I linked that with Summon Phantasm, Chance to Poison, Ruthless, and Onslaught, and then by the time I got to level 10, I socketed in Vol Summon Skeletons as well, just for the extra damage to kill Mervale. Along with that, I was running a Vitality Aura just for the extra life regeneration, a Clarity as well, so I didn't have to spam my Mana Flask the whole time, which was really nice and smooth. By level 12, I picked up Flesh Offering to give our minions extra attack speed and just speed in general, so we could basically just run and summon a few Summon Raging Spirits and then keep on running, and that would pretty much take care of everything thanks to our Summon Phantasms. Then on the side I had Ray Zombie and Infernal Legion, which is for Act 2 preparation, along with Flame Dash linked to Arcane Surge, so we can get extra mana regeneration. That way we don't have to spam our Mana Flask at all. Then I also used a Flesh and Stone. Oh no, wait. Stand corrected, I did not use the Flesh and Stone. That is for later on, yeah. Right, for our skill tree, we totally avoid the spell damage and all of these middle nodes, so we can save points for later on in the skill tree, so we can get as much strength as possible, as we are a strength stacker. However, I first came here to pick up Arcanist Dominion. I moved over to Heart and Soul for the extra life and mana, picked up Lord of the Dead, and started pathing towards Retribution. Once I got into Act 2, I picked up Enduring Bond for the extra minion duration, so our Summon Raging Spirits could last a bit longer. Then I'll pass through the life here in Discipline and Training, picked up Sanctity and moved over to Devotion. Over here I was using Summon Raging Spirit linked to Melee Fizz, Ruthless, Maim, Minion Damage, and Summon Phantasm, which was amazing damage, if anything. And then I had Ray Zombie, Minion Damage, and Minion Speed. Obviously this was socketed into my offhand for the extra +2 to level of socketed minion gems with the Matua Tapuna Shield. It is really strong for leveling, and I highly recommend that if you guys are leveling this build that you do pick up this shield. It makes a huge difference. Then I was still using Vitality and Clarity with the Flesh Offering. The only big change was Summon Skitterbots linked to Infernal Legion. What this does is it makes our Skitterbots burn for 106 fire damage to all enemies around them, and this enables us to basically just spam our Quicksilver Flasks and not really worry too much about summoning our Raging Spirits, as everything pretty much just burns to death. It's super satisfying, I must say, and it's unique, and I haven't really seen many other people do it. Or maybe I have not done enough research, I guess. Anyways, moving over into Act 3. We pick up the Life Mastery over here, and then we path towards getting Death Attunements for the extra Spectre, Ray Zombie, and Skeletons. This further scaling our damage. With our skills, I was then using a Convocation as well, which was linked to Arcane Surge for our mana regeneration, of course. Then I picked up I think. Yeah, everything was pretty much the same. The only difference is I linked my Ray Zombies to Ruthless, Maim, and Melee Physical, as they weren't dying as often anymore, which was pretty cool and helped out on our boss killing, which enabled us to basically nuke everything in our way. I must say it was really, really satisfying. Then moving over into Act 4, we pretty much just path to Righteous Army for the extra life regeneration and minion damage, of course. We started to path further down the tree. Here, once again, the gear I was using by Act 4 was an Aura Vorax for our extra elemental resistances, the shield I just spoke about, the Baron helmet, which the build is based around, which is really, really powerful. Especially just for the time being, giving the +2 to level of socketed minion gems, which we put our zombies in. And then our chest consisted of having our summon raging spirits in them. Otherwise, nothing too crazy. For the gloves, I was using Meganauds, of course, which I'll be using all the way until endgame maps, definitely. Thanks to the implicit that I have here, which is +2 to level of socketed AoE gems, which I can switch in our auras at a later stage, which we will be running. Then I have a Bones of Ullur, just for the extra level of Ray Zombie gems. And then I'm using a Astromantis 2, which helps out on all of our attributes that we require while we're leveling and gives us that extra bit of strength too. And then 2 random rings with as much life that I could find and some resistances as well from level 28, and a Belt of Deceiver for the extra resistances, and of course the nearby enemies are intimidated, which helps out on our zombies damage and our skeletons. Pretty much everything it helps out with. Moving on to Act 5. We passed all the way down here, trying to get as much strength as possible, of course. And then we will come here into Utmost Might for the increased strength. Thereafter, our further path, probably to Vol Pact, but I don't think it's worth it this early on. I'll probably only take that roundabout in my mid-80s. I think that will be the best, just for that extra leech. Thanks to with us having 1000 strength, our zombies leech their damage to us as life. And what's really cool is if you have Vol Pact as well, it doubles that leech rate, meaning that we will be a lot more tanky and we'll be able to just run through everything without worrying about being one shot, especially during the Scourge League mechanic. But yeah, let's go in game and I'll show you how I level the build. Currently I'm in Act 6 and yeah, let's check it out. So here we are in Act 6. We are currently res capped and we've got a decent amount of defenses and all of that. And pretty much all that we do is we just run through all of the enemies and everything just dies. Obviously, while doing this, you'll want to summon your skeletons now and then, just to give us Life Tap and Feeding Frenzy for our minions, giving them some more damage. And then occasionally just pop a Flesh Offering in there for the extra minion attack speed. So currently I'm using my Ray Spectre linked to summon Phantasm with Life Tap, Maim, our summon skeletons, and Feeding Frenzy. Then for our Ray Zombies, we have Brutality, Melee Physical Damage, and Ruthless. Then on the Flesh Offering, I have it in the shield for the extra 2 levels, along with Skitterbots linked to Infernal Legion. Then on our weapon, we just have Impale there for the time being, with Vitality and our Clarity that we're running. Then an increased duration there, which is for later on a Summon Stone Golem for the extra life regeneration. You can also use a Carrion Golem if you'd like. It doesn't really make a difference while you're leveling. Then I'm also using a Dread banner, which is linked to Generosity, which gives our minions a chance to impale enemies, and it gives nearby enemies less accuracy rating too, which stacks here with enemies being intimidated, which is really, really cool. Then in our boots, just have Convocation with Flame Dash and Arcane Surge with minion damage, which I'll be swapping into Skitterbot's link later on when we get a little bit of reservation here from Sovereignty. But that will probably be at around like level 60 maybe, I think, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, it's just super smooth leveling. It's really laid back. You don't have to worry about dying or anything. The minions just take care of all your worries. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys enjoyed this update video, then I highly recommend that you subscribe to my channel, because I will be putting out many more updates on where I am with my build's progression. And also make sure to like this video to help it reach other people. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll check you in the next video, man.